friends and family. Say hi, YouTube. Yeah. Tell them you went outside for a walk. Yeah. Okay, new day. New day. New week. It's different. This is that lava flower sativa. Smells good. I just need a cup of coffee today. I was gonna eat some breakfast, but oh no. I'm thinking a cup of coffee. Hold on, bud. I swear, coffee smells good. Look at that. Fresh coffee. Best thing in the morning. Fresh cup of coffee. Well, this will be a short live, probably about 30, 40 minutes. I'm going to end this live. It's not on the algorithm. Guess it never will be. I don't have the time. I work too much. That's what happens when you work too much. You don't really have time for anything else. Oh, you smell the coffee? Yeah, it smells good, right? Best part is I don't need no sugar. That's the best part about having my coffee now. I can never do live streams if I have this phone. It's so boring on the internet. At least in the Philippines, they can play music on their YouTube. Over here, it's just boring. I'm feeling okay, Roxanne. Roxanne Albert F3Y4E. Thank you. How you feeling? Yo, mommy. F3 4YE. Oh, I see what's happening. It's connected. Say the other one. What's up, Blue Biker Wheelies? Hope you guys are off to a great start wherever you're at in the world today. My day is off to a good start. What am I doing right now? Nothing. Just drinking my coffee, get my day started, eating some pears, and gonna be getting ready for work soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're alright. I got them from Sam's Club. They're sliced and dried pears, so I thought they were gonna be different, but they're okay. The good part about these pears, though, I give them that, is that there's a lot of fiber in these pears, so and there's no fat and no saturated fat and no cholesterol, no sugar, and definitely no sodium. So yeah, no, these are good. These are definitely good. Healthy choice. Probably you would have to go on Sam's Club's website, I'm guessing, in order to find them online. Because Sam's Club and Walmart, I notice things like they'll have certain stuff in the stores, certain things will be online. So Yeah, I'm not sure if it's online. The good thing about Sam's Club is they do have good deals. So there's always a deal to be had at Sam's Club. And the membership is worth it. I'll say that. I think it's a little bit cheaper than BJ's. And I think Sam's Club's overall prices are cheaper than BJ's. Because I live by BJ's too. I would like to check out a Costco one day. I keep hearing about Costco and how great their prices are, but I don't live near any. Yeah. Oh, yes. So when you go in there, yeah, you're right about the pizza and the hot dogs. See, and that's what I'm saying. So for their food, like you're not going to go anywhere else and get a hot dog or a slice of pizza for that price that they're going to give you. Yeah, 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 exactly. Same. I agree with you, Blue Biker. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Yep. Yeah, because most people they want that better deal, especially in times like today. Times are hard. People are trying to save a buck wherever they can, and honestly, you can't blame them because I mean I get it. You know, inflation uh, is a necessity. Yep. Yeah. See, you understand. But you must have the membership. The thing is that you have to have inflation, but the people's pay rates don't match the inflation. You know, and I'm not saying that you as an employer you've taken the risks to put yourself in a better position in life. I get it. You know, you take out the loans and did everything that you needed to do on your end to put yourself in a different position. But why you can't pay your workers better after your profits? And I don't think most people really truly understand what profits are. So profits are what you keep after you've spent all your overhead, like paying your employees, paying your lights, paying your water bills, paying the. I don't know if Walmart leases or you know rents their locations, but you know rent per se, or you know any other overhead bill that may be coming your way. After all that's paid, what's left over is called the profit, and the profits are what you keep in your pocket. Now, if say I had, I'll throw a number out there. Say Walmart has like 300 employees for every store, right? So say I had uh, 100,000 employees. Now these 100,000 employees, they work for all my stores, and they've made me billions every single year. My profit margins in the billions keep going up every year. So say the first year I was open, I made like 2 billion. Then the second year I was open, I made 5 billion, and then the third year I was open, I made like 7 to 8 billion. You know what I mean? So these people they're continuously making me richer and richer and richer, and my lifestyle is so beautiful that I don't have to go to work. I just sit back and the money rolls in. It continuously rolls in, and all my items in my throughout my stores are insured, so that if you steal or they have to be they go bad or whatever, they're insured so that I can be reimbursed for those items. Then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to say I'm going to make my employees rich, but I'm going to put them in a better position so they don't have to struggle in life. Because, yeah, there's not a lot of workers in my stores, but the thing is that the few of them that are there are making me wealthy. So therefore, I'm going to make sure that they don't have to struggle. They're going to get paid decent checks. And here's the secret. Here's the secret. Just like income tax, when people get large amounts of money, when they get their income tax, they spend it. Because when people got money, they want to spend it. Yeah, you can save, but what's the point in holding on to something when the value of that dollar is dropping every single day? And number two, you only live once. Enjoy the money. Spend it. Go enjoy it. So therefore, I know that in the back of my mind, if I pay my employees more, they're going to spend more. And when they start spending more, most of their money is going to be spent right back in my store because I have everything they need. So say out of 300 workers in every store, they're all making, say, $1,500 a week. $1,500 a week is more than enough to pay your bills in 2026, like to pay your rent, your electric, food, put gas in your vehicle, have a couple dollars to take your families to an outing, like, wherever you want to go, say an amusement park or a zoo. Do something with your family's important. Family's number one. So you always want to give your employees enough money so that they can do activities with their families when they're not at work. And also, they're going to be enticed to spend the money at my store because right now, you can't find the deals that you find at Walmart at the Dollar General or any other stores per se, because they're price gouging the heck out of everything right now. So therefore, most people are trying to get the best deal, the best bang for their buck. So they're going to Walmart or Sam's Club or BG's, wherever they can get the best bang for their buck. And if you think about it, if they were paid more, they're going to spend more. And that's the overall point of what I'm trying to get at. But what do I know? These people are so greedy that they don't have the common knowledge to understand that. They're just too busy filling their own pockets, and they don't care if they have high turnover rates within their stores. So yeah, it's on them. But I understand it. And if I ever, that's my dream, my goal. Like, I love to work. Working is beautiful. You know why? Because it kills time and it keeps you productive. So therefore, it's good to work. It's a healthy habit. Without it, what do they say? Idle hands is the devil's playground. Well, if I ever, my dream is to work for myself. That's it. Work for myself. And the employees that work for me, if they can make me rich, like other employees have made the Waltons rich and all these pharmaceutical dispensaries throughout the country, they made them rich. Well, if they make me rich, I'm going to make sure that they don't have to struggle every week. They're not going to have to live off $400 to $500 a week in 2026. They're going to make $1,500 a week, at least. But, if I say I made I don't know what Walmart's profits were for last year or year. I'll just throw a number out there, but say I made 20 billion. 20 billion? Okay, cool. I could cut 5 billion off my profits and pay my employees a little bit better. 15 billion? Bro, I'm never going broke. 15 billion? I could take all my profits and dump it right into the stocks and have what they call is what's the word I'm looking for? Dividends. The 15 billion that I dump into the stocks is going to pay me right back by the end of the year. And I'll even double it with stocks because I'm getting dividends back. And I got so much into it. Yeah, exactly. 10 to 15 billion. Bro, I could take 5 billion and pay my employees just a little bit better. That's all. And think about it. If they're making $1,500 a week, I could keep them at $1,500 a week, say for the next 2 to 3 years, and they'll be fine with that. Because for the next 2 or 3 years, yeah, the economy is going to change, but it's not going to change that drastically to where they can't afford to keep up with the times. They'll be able to keep up with the times. Yeah, just some words, my thoughts. But like I said, I'm just one of the poor people. And I think if I was to do that as an employer, they would probably wipe me out off the face of the earth, because a lot of people wouldn't want to work for these other companies. They're going to try to get in with me. And the people that are working for me are going to want to stay with me, especially when you're getting paid good. They're not going to want to go lose that job. You lose that job, you just lost a good amount. You're going to go back to working the same old scraping and scrounging job at a gas station or some other greedy employer. People are greedy. And I swear, when I see like these wealthy people from now on, they have no integrity. Like, I look down on them now. They can look down on me, but I'm also looking down on them. Shame on them, because they have the money to pay people and they just choose to be greedy. And you know what? It's sad that the poor people actually stick up for these rich people that will never do nothing for them. Right, and the CEO is getting all these raises and stuff. Well, when you go to work, it's not about being nice. I mean, you want to be friendly. You don't want to have a hostile environment and have people feeling uncomfortable. But it's you're nice to a degree. Yeah, so yes, their employees would be nicer to the customers because they're getting paid more. So therefore, yes, you're correct about that, Blue Bikers. Right. And this is what they're doing, Blue Bikers. You have a great point there. So they are looking down on the people that are trying the hardest. And that shame on them for looking down on people that are actually out there trying their hardest. Shame on them, because you know what? Turn around and look right back down on them. Like, no, shame on you for being a cheapskate. And you know what? Like, from now on, I put it in my mind, like, if I meet some of these wealthy people, they're not going to like me, because the first thing I'm going to say is, first, I'm not going to ever shake their hand or nothing. I'm going to be like, sorry, I don't shake hands with cheapskates. It's just not in my blood. I can't shake your hand if you're a cheapskate. Just can't, you know? Calling the bomb, what's up? Calling the bomb. I like that. Calling the bomb. Yeah, no, I can't shake anybody's hand if they're a cheapskate. Because all you're doing is exploiting people for their labor while you get wealthy. Come on. You're a cheapskate. You're a cheapskate for that. And it's sad because actually, the world is the way it is because of policy choices. And that's okay. That's cool. But my version of the world can thrive. Everybody, I mean, yeah, you're going to have the people that they're going to work for their money, and they might not never get rich, but they're not going to have to struggle. Like, why should you have to go to work every day and struggle? It's ridiculous. Well, that light's blowing out. You see that light going out? Right there. I don't know what's going on with that one. Yeah, no, it's amazes me the thinking of the people in this world. And like I said, they're just cheapskates. So, yep. I give the bare minimum, honestly. You get what you pay for. You know, if you pay for a slice, you're getting a slice. There you go. I've never seen anybody walk in a pizza parlor and pay for one slice. You pay for one slice and get a whole pie. No, 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 no. You pay for a slice, you get a slice. You pay for the pie, you get the pie. That's how the world works. So when each employer pays me for one slice, I'm giving them one slice. You want the pie? You're going to pay for the pie. The pie is not cheap. But that's what you get out of me. And, you know, like I said, people are cheapskates, and that's what it is. They're hoarding money. For what reason, I have no idea. But they're hoarding money to try to pass it down to generations upon generations. That what are they going to do with it? Oh, spend it on private jets that destroy the ozone layer. And then they cry to the poor people, oh, you guys are the ones that have to make a change. And we need electric vehicles. And we need to do this. And we need to do that. No, it's no we and you. You guys need to change your filthy habits, blowing things up on the side of the world. I've never met one poor person that went to the other side of the world to blow stuff up for resources, for natural resources. Wow, that's a good excuse. Like, look at Ukraine, right? Ukraine. I wonder how many years, let's say, it took them to even build Ukraine. So it took them all them years. They had people, generations upon generations, that built it up, and, you know, they try to develop the country just to what? Blow it all up? So what's the point in building? Like, what was the point in building all those buildings for people to live and people to come to so this city and this area can thrive and be a better area just for some other idiot to come, oh, we're going to send drones and do this and do that and blow it up and kill people for natural resources? Absolutely pointless. The better you work, the more raises and money you get. No. False. That's a false statement, bro. That's a very false statement. The better you work, the more raises and money you get. No. I wish it was like that. And in all actuality, it should be like that. But that's a false statement. I agree with that. I would never buy a house. I mean, they brainwash people into buying homes because truly it's never really yours. But the thing is, you know where you outsmart them is when they say, hey, buy this home, and then somebody like me comes along and say, I just want to buy the land. I don't need a home. So when you buy land doesn't depreciate in value. You just buy the land with no structures on the land. You buy the land with, hold on 2 seconds. Okay, so you buy the land with no structure on it. Nope, you don't build on it. You don't build on that land at all. You just leave the land because land doesn't depreciate in value. So say some big corporation, they're building something next to your land, but they realize that they don't own that other piece of land that they need. So now they can make you some offers. Oh yeah, your offers can go up real sky high depending on what's being built over there. And they will make you some crazy offers just for that land so that they can develop that land. Because undeveloped land is worth way more than any piece of property with a home built on it. No. Homes that are already built is like they can go down in property value if the homes that are around that home are not being kept up with. Right, they need it. So when they need something, oh yeah, they're going to make you your offer of a lifetime for that one piece of land that's not developed. And that's why if Like if I had a lot of money, I would buy land in every single state. Every single state, I would buy land. But I would make sure that there's nothing, no structures built on it. Nope, no structures built on it. I'm telling you, that's the secret. And most people don't even understand it. See what it is? I know, I wish, right? Biker boy, blue biker? Yo, I wish, bro. And the thing is that people don't think outside the box. They just hear something and run with it. Instead of like, okay, fall back, think about what was said, and then think outside the box and question everything. Question everything and everyone. That's my view. This is my personal view. Question everything and question everyone. Because that's how the world really works. But the sad part is that the younger generation's coming up. My dog, Pitbull, is looking at that light. The thing is that the younger generations, they don't question nothing. They just do what they're told. They're like little robots. You ever program a robot? The robot's going to do exactly what you programmed to do. And that's what the younger generations do. They just, it's like putting a battery pack on them, and then this is what they're like. Turn right. Turn left. They do exactly what they're told. Oh yeah, the iPad kids, sad. How do you let an iPad or a device raise your kid? You never give your kids these. You keep this from your kid. My generation, we didn't have these. These meant nothing. I could take this phone right now and get rid of it, and I wouldn't need it. I would be fine without it, because that's how I was raised. The younger generation, I don't know, they're weird. They get weirder and weirder, and I feel bad for them. Yeah, I feel really bad for them, because they're going to be really controlled as the years go on. Like people look at life and they're like, "Oh yeah, life is so beautiful," blah blah. And I'm reading, well, not reading, but I was watching these videos about North Korea, and I'm like, what's so great about life over there? Like, that's not living to me. That's being controlled and living are two different things. And when you have power and control over people, wow, what's that? What's that do? Feed your ego? Wow, okay, whoop-de-doo. That feeds your ego, you're a sad case. All that to feed your ego. All these people, you want to make life beautiful? Make it so where people can thrive. And I guarantee you'll see a whole different world. You'll see an entirely different world. Because when people can thrive, they're happy. Like, imagine having to control people to be happy and think better of yourself. I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Imagine having to control people and be happy and think better of yourself. That's it. That's ridiculous. That's not life. I'm sorry, that's not life. Life is when you can enjoy yourself and be happy naturally, you're not programmed to make it all about, like that Kim Jong-un, he's so self-centered, it's sad. He can't get out of his own way. Yeah, that's how sad he is. I think Kim Jong-un was sexually abused as a child. Honestly, that's just my views. I think he was sexually abused as a child, so now he feels like he has to be in control of the entire North Korea. That's my take on it. Come on. Why do you keep your whole country isolated? Doesn't sound right to me. Sounds like he has control issues. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to end this live stream soon. Only have a couple more minutes. But yeah, take my advice, invest yourself in some land, and life can be better for you. Make good decisions. And don't let the negativity of this world get you. Just try to be positive somehow, some way. But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys at that. And yeah, enjoy your day. And if you have a job, go to it. And think positive. I mean, yeah, I know it's hard leaving your family and going to work where you don't want to be, but just make the best of it. And catch you guys on the next live stream. We'll chit chat some more with the puppy, right? Right? Yeah. He's a good puppy. Peace, guys.